I'm kind of embarrassed to admit this, but the other day I set out to build a starter home, okay? So under 20,000 simoleons. But by the time I was finished, the house ended up costing 72,000 simoleons. Just a cool, you know, $50,000 over budget. I don't know what got into me. I just kept going and adding stuff. I do have my moments with making unattainably expensive Sims houses, but this one was pretty bad. This one was probably one of my worst. Did I mention that it's only 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom? Because that is not helping my case. So anyway, I feel like I need to redeem myself with a bit of a budget build challenge. So in honor of my $72,000 starter home, I think I want to try to make a $7,200 house. We'll take away a 0 and we'll build it right next door to the other one so I can look at all the things that I can't have. And this lot is also a bit smaller, so it gives us a better starting point. Now, I have built really cheap starter homes in the past, like 5,000 simoleons, 10,000 simoleons. At times I've done 2,000 simoleons. That kind is rough though, because you can't really afford walls. But this time, to add to the challenge, I think I'm gonna try to have 2 bedrooms. When you're building something like this, you really have to be careful about how much you're spending, because even just these rooms cost a lot to build. So I'll probably build this room by room. Right now, I'm envisioning that we'll have a very small bathroom, 2 bedrooms. Maybe the kitchen can go in this corner. I'll have a little dining room in the middle and a living room here. I'll make the walls a little bit shorter so we have to pay less for wall decor, and then I'll scoot it back a little bit. I'll probably adjust this shape a tiny bit, but maybe for now I'll go in and put all of the necessities. I don't want to buy the cheapest fridge and stove because they're really bad. I don't really want to have that. I didn't really want to use rustic counters either. I wonder if we could try to make that work. It only saves a little bit of money. I'll put these for now. Oh no, we have like 1,000 simoleons left. Okay, we're gonna have to make this a little bit smaller, I fear. I'm also gonna have to break out the debug. bb.show hidden objects. I would prefer to not use the dirty double bed, but if we have to, that would save us a lot of money. There's a bunch of stuff in Eco Lifestyle that is really cheap. Look, this item is only 65 simoleons. Even this shelf, 25. We can have this bookshelf for 25. This thing's only 50. It could be cute in the kids' room. Oh, I also have not bought windows. Okay, what style is this house gonna be? I was originally thinking that it would be kind of modern looking, at least a little bit. I kind of want to make this bathroom bigger. I might regret that. I just prefer how it looks from the outside. Do you think I could shrink the whole house even more? Oh, that's terrible. I probably shouldn't, but also think about how much money we could save. I was originally gonna have the front door right here, but I've changed my mind and I'm gonna put the door here. And we are taking serious advantage of some things from Eco Lifestyle. These little windows are very strange, but they're also nice because they add some like dimension. What if we flipped this around and we had the primary bedroom here and this long skinny space could be the kids' bedroom? I could maybe also get a, oh no, probably not. I was gonna say I could get an extra counter, but I think the answer is maybe no to that. I think I forgot how expensive some of these windows are. I guess it's not really that bad, but they're not cheap. And what I kind of need is cheap. That's so expensive. Oh no, I would love to use that door though. Wouldn't that be so cute? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make it blue. I know I always make it blue, I didn't mean to. Those kind of match each other. No, it's too expensive, I can't do that. 455 is unacceptable. We're probably gonna end up with this Eco Lifestyle door. It isn't a bad door, I just kind of wish that we could use something different because I feel like I always use this door. What if we put a little corner sort of hallway thing over here? This is kind of strange, and you know how I feel about doors being like right up against the edge of a wall, but it also might be really nice to have. Do you think I can make it bigger? Oh, I don't know if I can afford that. A little bit more space would be nice, specifically for the kids' room. Maybe I could do a smaller couch. This one's only 180. Okay, I have not bought any flooring yet. We also don't have wallpaper, so this is not gonna happen how we thought it was. All right, how about this? We make the bathroom smaller again. Still has all the functional necessary things, saves us some money. We unfortunately make the bedrooms smaller again, still saving us a tiny bit of money. I really want that extra counter. I could get rid of that and save a lot of money, but I don't want to. What if we swap this around? Very strange layout to this house. I don't need this. That's 25 simoleons back. See? Does this come in any swatches that might be cool? Anything at all. The rainbow one is a possibility, and it's cheap. I could also do cheaper than that coffee table. That's only 45. Can I do cheaper chairs? These ones are like cute and green, and they're only 10. Oh, that's good. Okay. Oh, look at this. These debug couches, I guess, I mean, couch is kind of a strong word, but these like little sofa bench things are actually only 10 simoleons more than the base game one, and it looks way cooler. I guess one problem is it doesn't come in green. Maybe we can try and have this whole house be very green and yellow. Ugly, never mind. I don't know what rug to use. I also need to buy wallpaper. Wait, I'll change this. I'm not gonna keep this blue, don't worry. But I'm gonna paint everything with the 2 simoleon wallpaper, just because that way we know that we can afford some sort of wallpaper. Oh no, we need a trash can. That's actually a really big problem, because that means that I have no money left for anything else. Oh, to make matters worse, I didn't have tile in there either. So that's an extra 12 simoleons that we don't have. What if we tried to rearrange this a little bit so I could get rid of that extra counter? The problem is, if we do that, it's not functional. So that's no good. Hold on. This might be functional. I think that they can use that counter. I wonder if we could also delete a little bit of that in the back, because that gives me some money back. Oh, you can't get into the bedroom. Oh my god. Never mind. Leave it like this. Okay, the problem I'm having right now is just that like this window looks dumb. That's the main issue. I guess if we need to, I could probably put this here, and maybe I could scoot and alt place the window on purpose, and that might be all right. It's not my favorite thing, but it's better than before. Well, it's actually quite similar to before. It's like the same, but we have a little bit of extra money, I guess. Annoyingly, tables are 45 simoleons, but I'm still gonna use one. Maybe we can get away with a cheap poster as like the main artwork. I'll come back to that because I have to repaint the walls, obviously. Sometimes when you're doing big budget challenges, it can be helpful to use carpet to make a fake rug. I don't think it's gonna fit in here. Let me paint these walls white for now because it makes it easier to decide. I wonder if I could try and use this rug as the main inspiration, because there are some things that kind of match. We can go with this like green, pink, and whatever color that is. Color scheme. Okay, I gotta be honest, the vet just called. I talked to her for like 10 minutes. I haven't got a clue what I was talking about in The Sims. So let's just get back to building. Where were we? I was trying to pick a rug. Oh, that's right. I was in the process of trying to see if any of these looked better than the others. And I think I still like this couch best. Oh my god, we have no money. Okay, sorry. Oh, this fish picture kind of works. It actually, I think, looks kind of good right there. I want to use that, but it's a little pricey. I just like how it looks because it kind of matches everything. I also want to have a plant, but that's kind of pricey too. In the bathroom, I might just use some plain white tile. We can't be affording to get fancy in here. How much more expensive? The bunk bed is the same price. So if we wanted to use the bunk bed instead, we could fit a little bit more stuff in here, which might be a good thing. Also, ignore the outside. It's not gonna be blue. I forgot that I did that. I'm gonna change it, I promise. Just not yet. Oh my god. I'm looking through literally everything, trying to see if there's anything that I can afford to put in this kid's room. Specifically, it has to be something that slots. Otherwise, there's no point in even bothering with it. 75 small. Oh my god. Do we need a trash can? Oh no, we don't. Look, there's one right there. You don't need a trash can. I don't need a trash can. Oh my god, my life just got so much better. Wait, this is gonna be fine. This desk, only 240. This chair, only 10. This frog, also only 10. Oh, this poster's only 5. Is there anything good? It's all kind of like I'm at school. Like it's not really screaming bedroom at home, but that's okay. That wallpaper is the same price, so it adds a lot more interest. We can't afford a TV. Oh my god. Every single one of these is horrible. I don't want to use this bed. Let's get a fun accent wall and then maybe like a bookshelf. I could probably have this bed be centered, or at least kind of off the wall. Maybe I won't do a bookshelf then. I want to try and like raise this up. So I was gonna try and place a second one, but I can't even afford it. Hold on. What I was going to do is try and raise this to the right height. There, that's fine. I guess if we have this bookshelf, we don't need to have, oh, it's not a bookshelf. Really? Like it won't function like a bookshelf? Ugh. Okay. Well, I was gonna say, if we have that, we don't need to have a bookshelf in the house, but this is also not a bookshelf. It's just a shelf. They can watch TV, and they can sit at the table, and they can cook. And on the outside of the house, I think I shall pick like this bluish roof. And I think I might paint most of the house just plain white. Unless I wanted to do a brick, but I don't know if it's gonna look that good. Oh, that's okay. Well, maybe not. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try this little brick. It can be on like that part of the house. And can I afford to have, oh my God, a little bit of trim? I don't know why that's so expensive. I can't afford to paint this a different color. Just do white. Okay, this is gonna take some serious debug landscaping because we are doomed. This is way harder than I thought it was gonna be. It's actually not that bad inside. It's fully functional. It's just, it's not good either. I think I spelled the live edit cheat wrong. Show live edit objects, because it's not showing up. Yeah, I did spell it wrong. Okay, cool. I think I shall get a little bit of this concrete and I'll scoot the lot back one more tile. Should we use this funky tree? I kind of like the funky tree. I wonder if we could try to use some of these little pieces with the landscaping just to get us like, I don't know, something more interesting to look at. Do these end up fitting at all? Oh, not really. Well, that's okay though. These things kind of remind me of a golf course for some reason. I don't really know if I can explain that. It's just sort of how I feel. Can I size this down an extra time? Oh, cute. The problem I am realizing is that I'm not really sure what to put in these little planter boxes. I'm kind of just getting some random stuff. These are the flowers that match the environment, right? They have them. Yeah, see, there's a couple back there. Okay. Should I put these then? Or should I just do these because they're more simple? Well, either way, I think both are a little bit strange. Maybe no flowers and just fancy bushes. I'm putting a little bit of terrain paint down to help make it look more interesting, but otherwise, honestly, I bet this could be done. I used quite a few packs and the items aren't the best. I guess if I really wanted to, I probably could swap them out for cheaper stuff. Like if I put these cheaper appliances, I could afford a trash can. I just really didn't want to use the cheaper appliances, but I think a trash can's kind of a necessity. Oh, that's fun. And that's only 5. That's so good. Okay, I'll add that. Well, now I have an extra 100 simoleons. I should get a mirror. We could get the actual bookshelf I wanted before, but couldn't afford. That makes this turn into a functional bookshelf. And that's probably about it, because we got 9 simoleons left, but that's okay, because look, 7,000 simoleon starter home. This kind of thing is always really good for like legacy challenge, rags to riches stuff where you don't have a lot of money, but you want to have like a reasonable house. It's especially hard when you're trying to have a second bedroom, so this will be really nice. I'll probably never use it. I always say that, like, oh, this is gonna be great for rags to riches, then I just build new ones each time. But you might use it. Maybe it'll come in handy for you. Looking at this, I'm actually embarrassed that I ever thought this could be a starter home. I don't want to talk about it. I made it too big. It has a courtyard though, so there was a lot of wall spending, and then I just I went all out. So I'll link this build video down below if you want to go watch it. And here is the finished product of our build today. There's certainly not much to look at, but I think it's cool. And with that, I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody. Hopefully I didn't repeat myself too much. Here's the problem. When the vet called, I completely lost my entire train of thought. I have not got a clue what I was talking about beforehand. Kind of threw off my recording a little bit there, but I think it still turned out okay.